Hello guys, I'm here to do a pack review of I think 6 packs I bought or 5 packs. So let's begin cracking these packs, eh? Yeah, we got 2 M13 and 3 Avacyn Restored. Let's begin with the M13. I'm just going to discuss, in my opinion, what cards are good, what cards are not good. And what cards are playable, what cards are not playable. The one card that's not playable, I will tell you right now before opening this pack, is Touch of the Eternal. Sucks. So, let's begin cracking these packs. Show of Valor is the first card. 2 for a 2/4 pump. Pretty bad. Vidalcan Entrancer, he's pretty cool. He mills 2 for 1 and tapping him. I like Wild Guess a lot. You could pay 2 red to discard a card and then draw 2 cards. It's not that bad. Water Courser is pretty good and limited. Good pump. Oh, I thought it was a flyer. Never mind, it's not a flyer. Mark of the Vampire, 2/2 lifelink for 4. Not really. It's playable for limited, but it's not, you know, the best card. Crippling Blight's pretty good for limited. It could shrink a creature, kill a creature, and make it not block. Pretty solid. Goblin Battle Jester, it's pretty good. I'd say it's pretty good for draft and sealed, but nothing standard-wise. Vile Rebirth is standard-wise. It's good instant speed. Exile and Elshnorn, get a 2/2 zombie. Not bad. Tricks of Trade, 4 for a 2/0 unblockable. Like I said before, this won't see any play, unless it's like limited. Aven Squire is pretty solid card. It's 2 for a 1/1 flying exalted. Pretty solid. Angelic Benediction, 4 for an enchantment that gets exalted. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, you may tap target creature. So you get the plus ability, plus you get to tap down a creature. That's pretty good. Knights of Infamy is like the new, I forgot the name of it. It's like a 2 for a 2/2 pro white first strike, but it's 2 for a 2/1 pro white exalted. Pretty good. And we have a Fungal Sprouting, which is pretty good for saplings. Wow. The Mythic Rare is freaking amazing. Sublime Archangel, and I've seen a few people use this at local FNMs, but I'm not too sure what deck it's gonna find itself. I'm sure it's gonna find a place in maybe not even tokens. I don't know. It's just some deck that has a lot of creatures and that gets brutal. So I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be a good card though. And we have Goblin Token for Krenko and then a Swamp. So pack was pretty good. The Mythic was pretty outstanding. Excuse me. So, let's get cracking to an Avacyn pack. If I was going to draft that pack, I'd easily take Sublime Archangel, because that's just way too good to be not picked. So, let's begin the next pack. Alrighty. Alright, first card is Banners Raised. I keep getting foils to this card. It only gives your creatures +1/+0. It's pretty bad. Moorland Exquisitor, pretty good for sealed and draft. Outwit, I think I pulled this card every single Avacyn Restored pack I get. So many of that card. Scroll of Avacyn is not bad. You sack it, gain 5 life if you control an angel. Terrifying Presence. It's okay. It's kind of like a fog effect, but it doesn't give the full effect. Essence Harvest. Pretty solid. Pretty cool artwork. Driver of the Dead is really cool. It's pretty solid with like a mono black seal to draft. We have a Galvanic Alchemist. It's pretty bad for a soulbound just to untap a creature. Timberland Guide's pretty good. Say you do like a draft with all 3 sets, which is impossible, which they don't allow. He's pretty good for champion of the parish. It's basically going to be a 3/3 turn 2. Farbog Explorer is pretty solid. It's 3 for a 2/3 Swamp Walk. Gang of Devils. Probably won't see much play. It's pretty bad. Alright, this is our uncommon. Our second uncommon is Near Heath Pilgrim. 2 for a 2/1 Lifelink Soulbound. I like that a lot. Barter and Blood is a pretty solid black card. And our rare isn't the best rare, but it could do some damage in the future. I haven't pulled it yet, but it's Rite of Ruin. It's a 7-mana sorcery for red. Choose an order of artifacts, creatures, and lands. Each player sacks 1 permanent of the first type, sacks 2 of the second type, then sacks 3 of the third type. So that's pretty good. With 7, it's kind of costly, but still, that's pretty good effect. You might see some play in some EDH formats. We got a zombie token and a swamp again. So, well, not the best pulls, but it wasn't the worst. Let's try our absent pack. Alright, so we have ourselves a Battle Hymn. Pretty solid. Add red to your pool for each creature you control. That's pretty solid. Natural End. It's a good sideboard card. Destroy an artifact or enchantment, gain 3 life. Here's a reprint from Eldrazi. Oops, not that great. Grave Exchange is pretty good. I like that. Pretty good card. Excuse me. Another Galvanic Alchemist, which is that untapped Soulbound. Another Timberland Guide, which is said before. Farbog Explorer. Oh, Nightshade Peddler. He's a pretty good 2 for a 1/1 Death Touch Soulbound. I'd recommend. Thatcher Revolt's pretty cool. If you haven't seen an Outwit, I'm surprised. We have a Midvast Protector. He enters a creature of your choice, gets pro any color, which is pretty solid. Druid's Familiar is really good for draft or sealed. We have a Blessings of Nature, really cool miracle card. Defy Death, which is good for reanimating. Our rare is pretty bad. We got an Infinite Reflection, which is a 6-mana enchantment. Attach it to a creature. When it enters, each other non-token creature you control becomes a copy of that creature. Non-token creatures you control enter the battlefield as a copy of enchanted creature. It's a lot going on. Not the best pull. And we got a human token and a forest. Pack was pretty bad. Can't do much with that rare. And I don't know. It's a 6-mana enchantment, which is always pretty bad. So let's go to M13 again. Alright. Start off. Sorry for that Scorpion ringtone. We got another Vidalcan Entrancer. Volcanic Strength is 2 for a 2/2 Mountain Walk. Pretty solid. Farseek is good. Another Wild Guess. We have a Murder, the new kill spell. Very solid. Another Water Courser. We have a Dragon Hatchling that pumps itself to become a stronger flyer. Pacifism, which is a huge reprint, can't block or attack. Another reprint of M12, Tormented Soul, 1/1, can't block, unblockable. Elvish Visionary, 2 for a 1/1, draw a card. Very nice. Torch Fiend is a reprint from Dark Ascension, destroy an artifact when you sack it. We have a War Priest of Thune. Primal Clay, and the rare is going to be Jace Memory Depth. Very nice. That's a pretty nice pull. He is a great planeswalker. You plus him to draw a card, mill 1 card from your opponent's deck. The 0 is mill 10 of your opponent. And then -7 is any number can draw 20 cards. So that's a Yeah, of our 2 packs of M13, we got 2 mythics that are pretty well played. And our Goblin token, and a Mountain. So, let's go down to our 3rd Evison pack, and our 5th and final pack to look at. It'd be nice to have a miracle here. Like Terminus would be cool. I've seen the new Frank Lepore videos showing Terminus as a pretty badass card. Bonfire is like $50 right now. Temporal Mastery is pretty cool. Also, I wouldn't mind a Tameo. We'll see. We have an Elgod Shieldmate. Gives 2 creatures hexproof. Dangerous Wager, pretty solid. Discard your hand. Oh my god. Outwit again. Wow, I have so many of that card. Hunted Ghoul, can't block humans. Amassity Components, which is seen in a lot of packs for me as well. Voice of the Provinces, enters, get a 1/1 human. Zealous Strike, 2 for a 2/2 first strike pump. We have an Unhallowed Pack. When a creature dies, return that card. Wait. When enchant creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control. That's actually pretty good. We have Heirs of Stromkirk, 4 for a 2/2 Intimidate. Excuse me. Crippling Chill, tap a creature and get a card draw. Marrow Bats, pay 4 life to regenerate it. That's pretty weak. That's an uncommon. Howlgeist, I like that a lot. Falcon Wrath Exterminator, which is a Vampire Archer. And the rare, it's not the worst rare. It's a Killing Wave, which is pretty solid. For each creature its controller sacrifices it unless he or she pays X life. And yeah, it could be crucial in late games and early games, but people kind of underestimate this card. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. It's kind of in the middle. Pretty solid card. But we'll see what happens with it. And then we have a human and a mountain. So those were my packs for today. Pretty good M13 pulls, pretty bad pulls for Avacyn. But those are the pulls. And hopefully you guys enjoyed what I said about some of the cards, and hopefully you enjoyed the pulls, and continue watching. Thanks for watching. See ya.